Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is David Watts with Warhead Designs. Today I'm going to show y'all, finally, after about a month now, another kind of devlog. It's not going to be extremely long because there's not really much, exactly new to show, but a couple of the systems I made took about a month, which is the growing system and the saving and loading system, and parsing data from server settings files so you can actually change ports around and all that through a file. That's really about it, but it took a lot of work in the back end. So let me go ahead and show y'all what's going on. First thing I'd like to show y'all is the settings files, which I already have open, but I'll come right here. And you have a genetic profiles and the settings, which I will show y'all the settings first. This is the basic settings file. You'll have survival, sandbox, and maybe later down the road a battle royale mode. I haven't decided that yet, but maybe. You can change your level name, password, port numbers, and all that kind of good stuff. Change your max player limits. And like pack limit size, for example, would be, let's say you want to lock people from grouping so many people together. So you can't have, a full server, 200 people, or actually it would say 199 people in one group versus one other person off to the side. That wouldn't be fair. So I'll let server owners adjust how big pack limits can be. If you don't want no limits, just put a 0, for example. But I put default for now 20. But yeah, Battle Royale, might do that one day. Not decided yet. So I'm just going to keep that there just for a little reminder for myself. Alright, genetic profiles. This is where I'm doing it individual animals, so like the great white shark, the Dunkleosteus, which I haven't made yet, so you can ignore this for now. I'll make it where you can set starting growth times, how long they'll take, and all that. So, for example, 0.35, that's the hatchling starting size that I put. And growth time, that would be, for example, a time between, like, for example, 1, that would be 1 hour. Okay, so 0.1 would be zero point 0.1 of an hour. Progression override, which would mean, let's say you're trying to make it to where if you eat specific things, it could either benefit your animal or debuff them, for example. So, like, let's say the shark eats something that it really enjoys in the game, at least. It might give them, where is it? I got right here, 0.00025% strength boost permanently applied to your animal. So, depending on how active you are in the game, you'll actually become stronger if you're eating the things that benefit your animal. However, there's also debuffs. So, if, like, for example, let's say you have 20 hunger left out of 100, and you really need to eat. However, you see this animal that your shark really just doesn't like. It might actually take, this. It's all theoretical for now. I haven't really said numbers and actually made it work yet. But you might, for example, lose 0.025% attack strength. So it's the stuff I'm working on. I got to balance out later. But this is stuff I really want to do. So I'm definitely going to do that. Genetic overrides. That will be essentially if you kill so many things in the game, like totals in general. Like, let's say you kill 2,500 squid or something. You might unlock some kind of genetic alteration you can do to your animal. So you can give it like octopus camouflage and that kind of stuff. Now, I haven't made any of that stuff yet. I'm just going ahead and getting everything made for the future. So I'm just, yeah. Alright. Let's go ahead and save that. And this is what a save file will look like. It'll tell you what type of species they are, their position, rotation, whether they're male, female. And this also works in with my saving and loading system with the growing system. So, for example, the GSV, that's the growth scale variance. That's where how big you were whenever the player saved and quit. The body variance, that's the morphing system and stuff like that. So when they're changing phasing from hatchling all the way to full adult, they are at 58% out of 0, because 100% is where it starts, so it deducts down. This would be the kills right here that they've made, so it could work with the genetic alterations and all that. And color systems, which I have not set up yet. I'm just getting everything prepared. Texture cache, I'm not going to tell y'all what that is right now. I have some really cool ideas I want to do with that to see if that works. Yeah. Alright, let me go ahead and show y'all what's going on in the game now. So if I go back to server build, and this is one thing that I actually had an issue with the other day. Well, not the other day, but in general, I've been using an actual server build. So it looked like a console window, just like a DOS window kind of thing. But that was giving me issues. Like, I was sitting there for literally 12 to 13 hours straight trying to figure out why my code wasn't working. And it worked. It just, for some reason, doing a headless server build just doesn't work right. And apparently it's buggy according to research and what other people have told me. So that's why I haven't got a devlog out sooner. So, alright, let's go ahead and get this started. Okay, go ahead and minimize that. As you can see, the server started. The server acts as a player. Just have to hide that later in the game. I want to move this server over to the side real quick. Let me make sure on one thing. Genetic profile 0.1. Okay, cool. Alright, go ahead and hit play. Yeah, load up real quick. Now, I haven't put a spawn menu or nothing yet. I really wanted to get these back-end systems made. So now if I go ahead and let me drag this over here, it'll hide real quick, but it's fine. Alright, so if I press F to spawn in, as you can see, there's a big number system just going chaotic right over here. Now if I go back to the player, and if you look at the top right, you'll see the numbers. That is one thing that the math system was screwing up with the headless server build. It would just screw up these numbers. Like, it'd be, for example, this 0.46 would be like 0.6 on the game's end. That just didn't work. So now let me show y'all the loading system I'm on. Let's see, it's saved at. So when I log back in, I should start off at 0.532 scale. Of course, it's going to be really quick. So it's not going to be exactly that when it loads back in, because the server has to calculate all this, and then the client has to receive it, then the client has to calculate it. So there's going to be some discrepancies between, like an 8,000th of a second kind of thing. So it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so logging back in now. So save complete, all that. Alright. So now if I press F, log back in, I go to the scale. Bam, as you can see. I mean, it's way far off to the side, like on the very right hand side, that it may not be accurate. But that's totally fine. Now I'll go ahead and I got some biting and all that. Like for example, if I want to go somewhere, then I want to save somewhere, for example. Like if I come over here, then I just log out real quick. Okay. As you see, the server stopped calculating like it should have. Now if I hit play again, I'll show you the morphing system in a moment. Alright, now if I press F, spawn in, bam, spawn me exactly where I wanted to go. And now on the right size again, 0.73, 0.74, and this is 0.756, 77. See, yep. Also, I haven't put it on the shark yet. I'll show y'all in a minute. Let me go ahead and show y'all the morphing system real quick. So, as you can tell, the morphing system, the saving and loading system, the growing system, all that's working. Now I want to show y'all the morphing system. I know it said this. I showed y'all, but I'm going to have to show y'all to where it's noticeable. So if we go to genetic profiles and we change the grow time from 0.1 to like 0.01, it'd be really fast, but you'll be able to see the changes a lot quicker. So let me go ahead and cut the server off. Yeah, I know I said the video wouldn't be very long. Yeah, I lied. Alright, and the cool thing is it's all dynamic, so I don't have to rebuild the server or nothing. It just works because it's based off the settings file. And I'm gonna build a little option to where you can hit like a certain key inside the server, and it'll reload the files if you need to. So if you want to make quick changes without cutting the server off and ruining the experience for the players, then you could do that. But I haven't done that yet. All right, move the server over. All right, I'm not gonna bring the server back over right this second because I just want to show you all the shark itself. And if you pay attention to the top fin and the face of the shark, that's where you'll notice the really big changes. All right, so I'm about to spawn in. Let me make it full screen for you. All right, spawning in. Oh, I didn't delete my save file. Oops. Yeah, that's a little. That's for testing because I stuck the looking system onto a specific bone, and I just haven't reset that back because I was really busy trying to work on the growing system and stuff. Yeah. Let me delete the save file. So see, right now the server's still on. If I just want to delete the player save, oh yeah, this is the saving stuff right here. You got the profile, genetic data, and the color data. While we're here, I want to figure. I'd go ahead and say I'm not sure. Whenever, like, say a player dies, they'll definitely lose their profile because that's their animal. You want them to start over, unless it's battle royale. If I decide to do that, genetics and colors. Those are the one things I'm not sure how I want to handle yet. So I'll definitely keep y'all updated on that in the future because this is how you unlock stuff and like that. And I'm not sure if I want to make it where you unlock the colors and genetics each time you grow, or just entirely on the specific server you're playing. So it's persistent kind of thing. I think for genetics, I might do that, where you delete the genetics every time he dies and you just keep your color unlocks. That way, you have something you keep and retain over time. Because I want to make some of these things really hard. There's some really cool colored things I'm planning on doing. I'm not going to talk about those right now. They're already in there. I just haven't built it into the game yet. So, for example, if I delete this is the save folder for this my specific client. So delete that. All right, move the server on over. All right, so now whenever we log back in, yeah, let me make it full screen too while I'm at it again. And you'll notice the camera went backwards. You see the fin and the face shrinking a little bit. Yeah, I gotta work on the camera. I got a little too close. Let me try to get the camera a little bit better again so y'all see the starting. Yeah, every time the player quits, it saves. That's a good thing, so it's automated. Yeah, sometimes when you load in, it pops a little bit because it's trying to receive information. There we go. You can tell the face is like really skinny, and it starts shrinking as it gets older. There we go. And also, of course, we got our swimming and all that. I gotta work on the speeds and all that. I haven't done all that yet. And got the charge, which is obviously too fast, of course. And of course, I can just sit there and fly up in the air and do that. I gotta work on that. But the last thing I wanted to show y'all, oh yeah, I have it to where the collider hasn't been enabled yet. I gotta fix that. It's just a simple toggle whenever you spawn in. I forgot to enable it because I want to make it to where, at least for the time being, you can just pass right through other players because the collisions and stuff like that. I haven't really gotten into that part of the game yet. So, yeah. Alright, the last thing I wanted to show y'all, it's not even really the game itself yet. It's just that if you pay attention to the what's that image? The nighttime image with the shark attacking. There's like a splash in the water. I'll go ahead and show you all that real quick. So if I go to the scenes, go to reef. All right. Oh yeah, there's two things I should show you. The splash big is the splash I was talking about. Oops, didn't know it was going to do that. Make my camera faster. All right, we'll do 15. Speed to 15. All right. And yes, there will be better water in the future. This is just what I have for now for testing. Okay, Okay, this is where the water splashing will happen. Hopefully it'll work. Let's see. There we go. Let me get a better angle. It actually uses distortion, so it actually looks like. I gotta understand that. Hold on. Let me. I think I messed with it a little bit. If anything, it'll be easier to do it through this window. Let me turn the server off too while I'm at it. Alright, it's loading up real quick. And I have been updating the engine, so that could be a reason why I haven't. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let me go ahead and down here. There we go. Still has some tweaking to do. It just depends on the angle. I've been changing it up since that photo. I'm trying to make it to where it's sort of like the shark comes, or whatever fish you are, it comes up out the water this direction, and then the water, shoots off like that in a linear direction, like it's been thrown a little bit. So it looks like it's being pushed forward in a certain velocity, in a certain direction. So it's got a little work I gotta get done on it, because you can tell the center is a little too dense. So I gotta work on that. And the last thing, show you, it's really cool. The fish school. Now there we go. This is, let's see, and they are moving too. This is the particle system. I gotta work on the way it's seen and visible, but I think there's 10,000 of them right now. Let me make it full screen for you. These are forgive me if I pronounce it wrong, but surgeon fish, something like that. A lot of people say it looks like little Dory. But yeah, they are all moving with turbulent physics, so it looks like they're being pushed around a little bit. I haven't made them do anything specific yet. They just sit there and float around for now. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this little devlog. I decided to do a video because I haven't given y'all anything about. I think it's been a little bit over a month, if not a month. So I figured I'd do a little video so y'all can actually see what's going on with the progress in the game. I know it doesn't seem like a lot for a month of time, but trust me when I say this, it was, I would say, at least 3,000 to 4,000 lines of code that I just straight up deleted, because I was trying to progress and work my way downwards and make it more optimized and efficient. And there was a few times where I just had issues. Like I said, the headless server build just would not work my code right. So I finally, after 12 hours, I was like, you know what? This is what I did right here. I launched the server up. And the only reason I knew this worked is because I came here and I built this little logging system right here. That's the only reason I even tried to do it without a headless server build. I never knew there was issues with it, because I've never had issues with it before. And whenever I ran my code trying to find the line number to be printed out in here, everything just worked beautifully. So at times there's things that just really get in your way in game development, and sometimes things finally help out. And yeah, if y'all have any questions or comments or anything else, please let me know. And y'all have a good night. Take care.